Welcome, everybody, to the College Basketball Preview Show on the Grueling Truth Sports Network. I'm your host, Mike Goodpaster. Today, we're going to preview Sam Houston State. The Bearcats will travel to Bloomington's Assembly Hall to battle the Indiana Hoosiers. The Hoosiers are coming off a rough stretch in the battle for Atlanta's tournament where they got blown out twice, kind of redeemed themselves with a small win over an average Providence team. But today, Sam Houston State 4-4 takes on the Indiana Hoosiers. If you're going to bet this game, go to our top-rated sportsbook, BetMGM, to bet on this game. Click on the link in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's look at this. Against Sam Houston State against the Indiana Hoosiers. The Bearcats for Sam Houston State come to Assembly Hall to play the 5-2 Indiana Hoosiers. Sam Houston State defeated Colgate 82-78 this past Saturday, snapping a two-game losing streak. Indiana defeated Providence 89-73 to claim seventh place out of the 18 Battle for Atlantis tournament. The win snapped a two-game losing streak for the Hoosiers. Sam Houston State does not have any players listed on his injury report. Indiana will play without Sean Burke, Ian Stevens. So let's go ahead. Let's look at this game. Sam Houston State is scoring well, but they give up way too much on defense. The Bearcats are averaging 78.5 points per game and allowing an average of 77.5 points per game, which are 137th, 305th, respectively. Sam Houston State is shooting 45.9%, which is about middle of the pack, and 40.3% from three-point land, which is actually 17th. The Bearcats are holding opponents to 47% shooting overall, which is 324th, and 37.1% shooting from three-point land. That's 331st. So to say this team is defensively challenged would be a huge understatement. Lamar Wilkinson is scoring a team high, almost 20 points per game for Sam Houston, and Dorian Finister is second with an average of 11.4 points per game. Sam Houston State has other players averaging double figures in scoring, or doesn't have any other players averaging. They're lucky they got to two. They're Sam Houston State, but Marcus Boykin is the assist leader, averaging 6 per game. Sam Houston State averages 34.5 rebounds a game, led by Finister with an average of 7 rebounds per contest. Boykin is the leader in steals with 1.5. Now, Indiana is scoring well, but needs to tighten up its defense also. So this may be a game where you want to smash the over-under. The Hoosiers were averaging 78.6 points per game and allowing 71 points per game, which 132nd in scoring points, 184th in stopping people, respectively. Indiana is shooting 48.3% overall and 35.8% from the three-point land, while holding opponents to 40.9 shooting overall and 29.9 shooting from three-point land. So both teams have kind of the same issue. They can put it in the basket. Can't stop anybody from putting it in the basket. Mackenzie Mbako is the leading scorer for Indiana with an average of 17.3 points per game. And Malik Renew was second with an average of 14.6 points per game. Indiana has two other players averaging double figures in scoring. Trey Galloway is the dish leader with an average of 4.6 assists per game. Indiana's averaging 37.6 rebounds per game, led by Umar Ballo with an average of 8.4 boards per contest. Renew is the leader in steals, averaging 1.6. So when we look at this game, who wins this game? Indiana's favored by 12.5. Remember, we're not looking to pick who wins it. We're picking to see who covers it, who doesn't cover it. And Indiana's scoring an average of 79 points per game. They have the 60th best field goal percentage in the country at 48.3. The Hoosiers will face the Sam Houston defense that is allowing opponents to shoot 47% overall and 37.1% from three-point territory. That's very low. I think it's like 324th and 335th, respectively. Sam Houston State is shooting well at 45.9% overall, but they face an Indiana defense that is 101st in field goal shooting percentage, allowed at just 40.9, and 95th in three-point shooting percentage. Now, remember, the defense was not great against Louisville. It wasn't great against Gonzaga. Their defense is good against average or lesser than average competition. That's what Sam Houston State is. Sam Houston State has only covered a spread in just one of its last 5 games. These Bearcats will have a tough time slowing down this Indiana offense. If you look at Sam Houston's schedule, they started off the year losing to Nevada by 16. They blew out Tarleton State. They got hammered by Baylor. They won against Lamar. They beat Trinity, Texas. They lost to App State. They lost to UNC Wilmington. They beat Colgate by 4 points. When you look at this game, the Indiana Hoosiers have issues. Those issues are mainly on the bench. That would be coaching issues. They don't have issues with talent. And tonight, they have a lot more talent than Sam Houston State does. Now, when we look at the 12.5 points, the worry is we saw last year Indiana play closer against most teams than what they should have. We've seen it a couple times already this year against lesser teams like UNC Greensboro. But I think if you're going to go to BetMGM, bet this game, you have to bet the Hoosiers. You have to give the 12.5 points. Indiana should win this game by 20 points comfortably. If they don't, and this is a game that is decided, and Sam Houston State covers the spread, then Hoosier fans have a lot to worry about this year. And I think from what we've seen, Hoosier fans will have to worry about the talent on the court. They have to worry about the man on the bench. And let's face it, Mike Woodson's offense looks like Mike Woodson's offense. They don't space the floor well enough. You know, they don't screen well enough. They don't do a lot of things well enough. The only thing they do have is Umar Ballo, who may be the best post player in the country. He can dominate there. You got Mackenzie Mbaku. You got Malik Renew. When you look at the roster, the fact that they're 5-2 right now, not just 5-2, it's how they're 5-2. The two best teams they played completely whitewashed them. So the Hoosiers need to get on a little bit of a roll before Big Ten conference play. And of course, with their schedule, everything's at home against weak non-conference opponents. I look for Indiana to win this game tonight, 97-82, cover the spread. Hoosiers win. If you're going to bet this game on BetMGM, bet Hoosiers minus 12.5. All right, guys. On X, you can follow me at Grueling Truth. Make sure you like, subscribe, smash that notification button on YouTube so you get all of our betting content, all of our show content, whatever we're doing, you'll be there. Make sure you go to Facebook, like, follow us on Facebook, and check out thegruelingtruth.com. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap it up. Remember, BetMGM for all your sportsbook needs. But for now, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legend